Hi guys! I can't wait to share this recipe with you. If you like chewy cookies, you must try this recipe, cause the baked marshmallow is just irresistible. I'm making 2 flavors with this recipe. If you just want to make either one flavor, you can double the specific ingredients for either lotus or chocolate. Now weigh out 100 grams of butter, put it in a bowl and let it soften under room temperature. Meanwhile, we can weigh white sugar and brown sugar in the same bowl. Depends on the weather and brands of butter, it usually takes at least 20 minutes to soften the butter. Give it a stir after 10 to 15 minutes. It would be easier than just letting it sit for the whole 30 minutes. When it's softened and we stirred it, the butter will get lighter. Now we can add all sugar in. Slowly mix them cause the butter is still sticky. If you move too fast, the butter will just stick on the whisk. So don't forget to scrape the butter on whisk and mix again until you can't see any sugar lumps. And the butter become light brown now. Add an egg and mix well. Add vanilla extract and mix well. Now we're ready to mix dry ingredients, all-purpose flour and our baking soda. I also added a pinch of salt. Cut and scrape from the bottom so we can mix the dry ingredients into the batter. Now I'm gonna separate the dough into 2 for lotus and chocolate. I'm gonna start with the lotus one because we just need to add the biscuit crumbs. It's not gonna turn into different colors, so we can use the same spatula when we make chocolate flavor. This step is pretty easy. You just need to break them randomly, then add into the dough. I like keeping a chewable size of the biscuits so we can still taste them after baked. Now it is soft and we need to shape them like we did for the chocolate chip cookie. But this time the size of the dough is smaller, so 2 to 3 hours will be good. Now for the chocolate flavor, add 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. And we can also add chocolate chunks before mixing. They're already mixed, but I think we can add a bit more chunks because they're not really obvious. Also, wrap it with plastic wrap and refrigerate them for 2 hours. Before shaving, prepare the tray and parchment paper first. If you have 2 baking trays or a bigger tray that fits 10 cookies, you can definitely bake them all in one go. I should have bought more baking trays, but I always forgot to. Grab a portion of cookie dough, flatten it to create a space for putting the marshmallow, but keep the thickness of the dough. If the dough is too thin, the marshmallow will leak from the bottom after baked. Now put a marshmallow in the middle, then use the dough to enclose the sides of the marshmallow. And try to turn it into rounder shape. Bake it at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. Since I only have 1 baking tray, I have to wait until the first batch done, then fire my second batch. But I can shape them first and put it back into the fridge. So when the Lotus ones are done, I can put the chocolate ones on the tray right away. After 10 minutes, I took it out and I'm gonna add some toppings. This is the signature of the Lotus S'more cookies, a complete Lotus biscuits on top. Now put it back into the oven and give it another 2 minutes. Transfer them to a wire rack to cool down. Be careful not to break the cookies because they're still soft, but don't worry, they will become harder once they cool down. Now ready for the second batch. This time, I'll add 3 pieces of chocolate chunks on top. The marshmallow melted inside and it's so stringy like cheese when I split it. I personally like Lotus more, but the chocolate is also good. I hope you guys like this recipe, and don't hesitate to comment below if you have any questions. And if you want me to share any recipes of other desserts, please also share your ideas with me below.